take pride of place. The lights haven't gone out with no good reason. It is for a purpose. It's for the dramatic arrival of the star of the show. The star of the show being the piece of silverware that the two teams came here with designs on winning. This is the 45th League Cup final, and this is the original trophy that was first handed to Aston Villa in 1961. It's being brought out by Brett Baker, a Football League employee, under guard, and being carried very safely. The unique three-handled cup. Cup that you've had your hands on, Andy?
A couple of times, Rob.
It was last won by Chelsea back in 1998, and they're hoping that their victory of it this time marks a starting point for the club. It's the blue ribbons of Chelsea on the League Cup. And it's the first return for the multi-million-pound investment. Dietmar Hamann, who's twice been part of the celebrations having won that trophy, is a mere spectator today, because it is the multi-million-pound team from Stamford Bridge that will go up and collect the trophy on this occasion.
Yeah, this does feel nice.
That's the medal they came looking for, and it's Chelsea who take it. Damien Duff, the only one who's got a medal in his collection from before, when he won it here with Blackburn 3 years ago. Didier Drogba has helped to clinch it this time with one of the 3 Chelsea goals, and how delighted that Matthias Ketchman will be that he is also among the scorers. Petr, who wasn't meant to be here, of course, we shouldn't forget Carlo Cudicini's part in getting Chelsea to this final. Nor should we forget the role of their leader, Jose Mourinho, who almost reluctantly takes his place on the end of the line, but gets one of the 21 medals allocated to the club. And a shake of the hand for John Terry. For the vast array of stars in the Chelsea lineup, John Terry gets the Alan Hardacre Man of the Match trophy presented to him. But the big prize is the one in front of him now. He's done everything at Chelsea as John Terry, but now he's a cup-winning captain. A player who's come through the ranks, who's done all the menial jobs. He was a boot cleaner, he was an apprentice, but now he's led the Chelsea team to victory at the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff. They are the 2005 Carling Cup victors. And who knows, it could be just the start.
It's a big day. Many questions have been answered by this team when doubts were cast upon them. And the first one's always the most difficult, telling you. And they have it now. And I fully expect them to go on and add to it.
Well, whatever Manchester United may say about closing the gap, it's a good lead that Chelsea have, and they have 4 fixtures coming up against the bottom 4. And now they're going off, will they do the usual skydive, I wonder? It's about winners at the moment, but let's hear from the losing skipper, Steven Gerrard. He's with Mark Bolton.
Stephen, the Millennium Stadium in this competition has been good to Liverpool, not today. How hard is that to take?
Yeah, it's very hard. Credit to Chelsea, they deserve the win. We've got to pick ourselves up now, and we've got other things to play for, but yeah, it's a tough day to take.
And yet you made the perfect start and battled them all the way.
Yeah, we did. from an header from myself, but we were 15 minutes away from lifting it ourselves, so it's not to be, and you know, you've got to give credit where it's due. Chelsea played well.
An own goal from yourself came in bizarre circumstances. How painful is that for you personally?
Oh, very painful. I mean, losing any game of football is painful, but to lose cup finals and to also score no goal, yeah, it's a bad day for myself, but I've got to be strong to pick myself up and look forward to the next game.
Commiserations, but thanks for talking to us.
Very dignified Stephen Gerrard, whose goal in the 79th minute got Chelsea back in it. Ray Wilkins and Gary McAllister have been with us all afternoon. Ray, of course, a former assistant manager at the Bridge. To add his congratulations. They've dug that out today, Ray, haven't they?
Yeah, I thought they deserved to win as well, Richard. The lion's share of the game, they were the ones that were really forcing it, especially after Liverpool took an early lead. And it was a great goal from Liverpool, but Chelsea really got hold of the game by the scruff of the neck, and I think deserved to win over the piece. They looked fitter. I thought, you know, John's comment about we saw their legs were going to attack. We saw that as well in here, and it looked as if Chelsea had a lot more life about them. And that young man there in the middle of the picture was absolutely outstanding.
And not to underestimate, they didn't just turn up here for this game in this week. It's been an enormous week for them, hasn't it? The FA Cup match, the Champions League game, then on to Cardiff.
It shows a bit of what they've got, Richard, to be perfectly honest. You know, they've had two disappointments, big disappointments, because they were on four fronts to win the lot. And to go out the FA Cup and then get a bit of a mauling in Barcelona, to come here and put on the show that they've put on, because some of their football was absolutely fantastic.
I'd agree with that, you know, and the man in the picture there, you know, the leader was sent off, the manager, you know, Mourinho was sent to the stands. He was the guy that led Chelsea today. For me, he was outstanding. He just pushed his troops. Right from that 45 seconds when Risa scores a great goal, Terry was there pushing his teammates in front of him. He was outstanding the whole game.
Linker with this Roman Abramovich's money that set the ball rolling. That's the first return on it. We're not finished in Cardiff yet. More reaction when we come back.
The Carling Cup on Sky Sports in association with Bet365.
Here's David Dunn. Oh, dear, oh dear. A very unfortunate moment for David Dunn. Here's David Dunn. Certainly thought he was Zinedine Zidane then.
I just don't think rugby will ever be as big as football.
Why not? It's a more exciting game. I mean, you don't get many 0-0s in rugby.
Yeah, but they don't call rugby the beautiful game, do they? And I'm not talking about the players.
Yeah, but you married one.
All right, fair point. I think it's a class thing. I just think rugby is seen as a game for posh people.
Yeah, but that's changing. They're all taking an interest in football now.
So rugby's not the new football, football's the new rugby.
Exactly. Mind if I have that?
Yeah, all right.
The compact paper that's big on sport. The Times. Join the debate. Get all the action from the weekend's football in The Game, with comment on the hottest debates and analysis from Gabby Logan and Mark Pugach. Inside The Times, every Monday.
This isn't the usual game. Something's coming, I can feel it.
So it's 2 cinema tickets for the price of 1 for Orange customers. Now, need a name, a hook, something catchy.
It's every Wednesday, like clockwork. And we're orange. Wait a minute. We're talking film.
Oh.
We're doing this every Wednesday like clockwork.
Genius.
And we're orange.
Oh, yes.
You know what that says to me?
Say it.
Orange Wednesdays. Thank you.
Orange Wednesdays it is, then.
Built for professionals. The all-new Maxus from LDV.
The Carling Cup on Sky Sports, in association with Bet365.
Well, Chelsea have won it for the first time since 1998. 3-2 the final score, and they came back from conceding a goal inside a minute. He stayed around a bit longer this time as well, Jose Mourinho. But nothing other than disappointment and frustration for Liverpool, particularly for Steven Gerrard, whose own goal got Chelsea back in it. It really is a fabulous theatre, this arena, and quite literally a theatre with a closed roof. Presentation noisy and very well stage managed, and the silverware is in Chelsea hands. Ray Wilkins and Gary McAllister are with us. What a start for Liverpool, Gary. The fastest ever League Cup final goal.
Great goal as well. Great technique. But it's amazing to say that, you know, that goal so early on has sort of led to their downfall, you know, because from the minute that leaves John Rice's boot, you know, on the volley, Liverpool get into their mindset is to defend the goal, you know, and they try to defend for, you know, for 89 minutes. They got to 79 minutes. But that's a great goal. It's a great goal. But it's hard to change. You know, the players know that they've been there before. They know they're capable of defending deep and well, you know, with the players they've got. But just scoring so early on, I feel just maybe led to their downfall. Because they had to put up with relentless pressure from Chelsea. Chelsea just kept coming and coming. But that is awesome. Great finish.
It's a fabulous strike, isn't it?
Pure.
First page on the textbook, and it was the 79th minute before Chelsea found the equaliser. It's almost a mishit free kick into no man. It's too straight, they say, usually to cause damage.
I think it was mishit, Richard. I've got to say, Paulo Ferreira hits it. There's 3 Liverpool players jumping for it, and it comes off the head of Steven Gerrard. There it is. He gets a little bit of skew whiff on it, and it comes back on Steve, and it's in off the post.
Was communication a problem there?
That could be a problem, but they all seem to be, you know, barging into each other. But unfortunately, for Steve, it's in the back of the net.
And so into stoppage time, you're conceding a soft goal.
Scrappy goals, isn't it, Richard? You know, and they're just not dealt, you know, and very similar to Champions League during the week, you know, just set plays into the box, just not being dealt with. You know, Sammy goes up and he ducks there. You know, lack of communication again, or maybe too much information. Maybe he's the shout there, and he's definitely left that. He's ducked away, look, because he can head that. He can head that.
He can head that, Richard. I think Gary's dead right. He's got to head that away. You know, whether he gets a shout or not, just deal with the situation and then deal with the corner or the throw-in that results from it. But you must deal with that situation.
Kesman made it 3 in no small part. Chelsea will be thanking Adiger Johnson. He had a terrific game once he come on.
Oh, Ida was fantastic, Richard, yeah, and he gets that ball back across the box. I thought Dudek might have done a little bit better on this, on the punch, but that's great first touch. Ball back in with a lot of pace, and there's Kesman, and the ball was definitely over the line.
Well, we weren't finished then, were we? Liverpool still had enough in them to get themselves back in the game with 6 minutes left.
It was dead and buried. You know, another ball into the box that's not dealt with. I think, you know, again, Petr Cech, you know, you think you can come above those 3 or 4 players to do better. He just gets hemmed in a bit. You know, he can't get across, and Nunes does well just to nudge it over the line.
He doesn't actually get off the floor, Gary.
No, is there a foul there or not?
Not for me, there's not.
Just gets trapped. No, he gets trapped there.
They're all going for the ball, Richard. I think if there's any, Sami Hyypiä jumped into somebody, but I don't think that was a foul. I think that was a valid goal.
OK. Still not finished at the Millennium Stadium, where Chelsea today have won the League Cup. It is the first part of what they would like to think might yet be a treble.